My first learned implicit bias was always wait 30 minutes after you eat before swimming because you could drown. I believed this at first because I was young and everybody just used to say, "Don't eat. Wait until you're done swimming to eat." Or if my family went swimming, they would always say, "Wait 30 minutes after you eat to go swimming." So I thought it was true that you could catch cramps and like drown. And my cousins would say they caught a cramp if they ate and didn't wait 30 minutes. But from American Red Cross Scientific Advisory Committee Scientific Review, I found out that there is no effect to swimming before eating. There's no effect to swimming if you eat before. Several studies have been conducted in the late 1900s, and there were no reported cases of fatal or non fatal drowning that was contributed to eating before swimming. And I do not believe this now because um, of this review and the studies that they did. My second implicit bias was popping your knuckles cause arthritis. Everybody tells me that. I pop my knuckles myself, and they're like, "Girl, don't pop your knuckles. You're gonna hurt your hands in the long run and stuff like that." So, I mean, I don't believe it because my hands haven't hurt it now, and I've been popping my hands since I was young, and I don't know. I just don't think that will happen. Um, well, no, I did believe it. It did sound true, like popping knuckles. I mean, it's making that sound, it's crunching your fingers. So, yeah, I did kind of think it was true. But according to this journal, the consequences of habitual knuckle cracking, it was a survey of a survey of people completed from different groups, from different age groups, and it showed no correlation that knuckle cracking leads to worsening changes in the metacarpal joints of the fingers. So now I can crack my fingers and nothing happens. My third implicit bias was that you gain 15 pounds during the first semester of college. I didn't believe this because it didn't happen to me. Um, and I found out from, I can't remember the source, but I will have it in the references. Um, it is not true because according to studies, people gained lesser than 15 pounds, and they necessarily didn't gain it in the first semester or first year at college. And I still don't believe it, and I didn't believe it at first because it didn't happen to me, and I just didn't believe from the jump. My fourth one was watching TV too close can ruin your eyes. I do I did believe this because that sounds true. Like if you're looking dead at the TV, I mean that could cause harm to your eyes. And like my one before, I didn't include the source I got this from, but I will have it in the references when it's attached. I found out this was true according to that source because children who was near the TV eyesight did become worse, and they had to do control methods to the limit how close they were watching the TV, and when because they surveyed them and the children who were watching the TV closely, and they could tell by their eyes that they had damage to them for watching TV too closely for an extensive amount of time. My last implicit bias was African Americans serve more jail time than others. I did not believe this because I mean, if you do the crime, you do the time, no matter what color you are. I mean, it makes no sense for someone to give you more time because you're a certain color. Based on the source, the influence of Afrocentric facial features in criminal sentences, it states that the study they investigated showed that black and white inmates with equal criminal histories receive roughly equivalent sentences. And I still believe that is true, because of course, like I said, why would they give you more time just because you are a different color than someone? And I'm going to take a minute or two to talk about what it felt like to change my beliefs or find the truth. I didn't really change my belief on any of these, and um, me finding out that there was no consequences to swimming, and that there was no knuckle cracking. Like, I like to learn new stuff, and I like to learn new stuff that I thought was right, but it's wrong, because you always benefit from that. And so I really like this exercise, because you get to learn stuff that you thought was right, but it's actually not, or that other people have been telling you, and it's actually not. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this exercise, and I hope you did also. Thank you.